What's goody, everybody? It's Full Time Trip. We are back in your establishment, in the internet, wherever you're sitting at, man. Hope y'all are doing well. Arsenal 3, Crystal Palace 2. We advance in the Carabao Cup to the semifinals. Listen, interesting day today. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope y'all have been well. Hope y'all have been keeping calm and breathing amidst the pseudo crisis that is technically yes but no, but we have problems. A whole bunch of stuff is going on. Life of a football fan, life of Arsenal fans. All right, hope y'all are breathing through it. That's all I'm saying. But today we can have a bit of a reprieve because we won. We are through to the semifinals of a cup competition. And there's been just an absolute blinder of a performance today from one Gabriel Jesus, who has been out of favor, out of form for so long. And what happened today was immaculate from him. Everything I've wanted to see from him in a long time. It looked like he had, again, the fire in his belly. It looked like he had that today, bruh. That was not BCM Punk, bruh. That was not BCM Punk. That was Gabriel Jesus Nazario, bruh. That was the, you know what I'm saying, the 144p R9 compilations, bruh. That was that type of player right there, bruh. But generally speaking, on the whole game, we will get to it. First half, just carbon copy of Everton, honestly, with one difference. That being the costly mistake from Jakob Kiwior from a high ball, and Mateta just goes through and just cleans up off of one freaking chance. This is a random side note, but just think about how many scraps that opposition teams have made like absolute goals and meals out of against us. Again, we mitigate teams to so little, but the little that they do get, they just become the most clinical team in the world. Like, they have plus 99 shooting on everything, and it's just such a tough time for us to handle and cope when these little moments where other teams, they get 1,000 chances missed against them, like clear-cut tap-ins. People just absolutely miss them non-stop. You know what I'm saying? Non-stop miss them. But for us, they turn to the most clinical demons in the world. But that's beside the point. First half, outside of that mistake, was just more carbon copy. Just felt a little bit labored, a little bit just tepid. You know what I'm saying? A little bit fearful, cumbersome, slow. The things weren't happening as quickly, and we just kind of played to where Palace were really comfortable. They could sit back, they could try and find some ways on the channel, but they didn't really find too many lanes fully out of there into dangerous situations on their part against us. And the half was kind of flat. It was just flat, man. That's really the best way I can describe it. But even before that, the lineup, there was a lot of changes in this lineup as well. Kiwior was in, Kieran Tierney was on, which I'll get to him in a minute because we haven't seen him for a long time. Partey right back, Timber right center back, Kiwior, I believe it was Trossard, Jesus, and Sterling across the front, Marino, and Waneri and Jorginho. Completely different outfit. Like, again, like 8 players were subbed in, so the tempo was going to be a very different, you know, looking at the half. And there were some lively bits. I thought in that first period, I thought Sterling was really good up until the point that he was subbed off. Honestly, I thought he was actually really good. Unlucky for some moments. I believe it was in the second half. He had a kind of like a one-time shot off of a Kieran Tierney cross at the far post. He got it in, but off the rebound, he just missed and hit the crossbar. Unfortunate, but I thought given his situation and given the little moments that he had, he made the most of them. Was direct, was trying to, again, find his way through, dribble around. I thought he had a productive cameo. I thought he had a productive start. I thought he had a productive game. I will say, who else in that first half was decent? Jorginho was there, and Waneri he tried to make some things lively and, like, you know, had some touches, but just from his areas wasn't too effective. I couldn't say too many people. Trossard, I will say, I think he had a much better time sticking to the ball, just retaining possession after he got the ball high up. I think we were trying to employ, like, again, just lofted passes over the top and to get us into a bit of space. And I think Trossard got to a few of them, and again helped to play things a little bit forward from his side, and again play centrally and get more people involved. So I think he didn't have a bad half either. I didn't think he had too bad of a bad half either, but everybody else kind of just bog standard, you know, wasn't even there. Timber and Partey were kind of canceling each other out because they were roaming each other's spaces. It just wasn't all the way on. But second half, the substitutions clicked quickly. quickly. Odegaard came on, and I'm forgetting somebody. Saliba came on as well for I believe it was not Kivior. It might have been Partey. Thank you. Partey came off, and then Timber went to the right back. Saliba went into center back, and you just felt the level of comfort there. But not much to report on that side. Saliba again. Congratulations to him to being in the men's team of the year. Saying at the FIFA's the best awards and all that good stuff. Listen, he's one of them ones. And again, you could just see the difference between dealing with Kiwior and dealing with Saliba. I feel like Mateta wanted no problems at that point when Saliba was on, and that created a lot more comfortability in us, building from the back, finding these angles, finding these passes, and platform the attack. And today, man, wow. Martin Odegaard's incisive passing was on one, bruh. Again, we already know he's a ridiculous passer. We already know he has that in his bag, but just the zip to get these into space, into what I think was the key today, which again, we'll talk more about Gabriel Jesus, but him being able to make these runs and making these little spaces right in front of the 18-yard box, make those little runs happen, being available, finding yourself across the line to get these incisive passes, to receive them, and then make something happen from them was really important. But Odegaard was seeing those things. He was playing with zip. The passes had a lot of purpose today, and that's what I enjoyed. Again, people have been slandering Odegaard for everything under the sun. I'm only saying in transition with him carrying the ball and him striking the ball, there needs to be improvement, or there needs to be somebody else to help him better from certain positions. But the incisive passing and his final pass, actual quality in that area, come on, y'all. Let's be real. Let's be serious. But insane cameo today, 2 assists. That I believe it was the first goal. He was right from midfield. Saw a pass right through. Jesus got through and chipped Henderson. Wonderful goal. Let me see what else through that half. Again, just generally, it felt a lot more under control and incisive. Now, they'll speak generally too. One of the reasons where I felt we had a lot more joy attacking, and I felt like the platforming felt much better. One, with that comfortability to have Saliba at the back, having little people kind of stick to their positions, stick a little bit higher up the field. Kieran Tierney holding that width and being an option to bomb on and really provide dangerous crosses. He might be our most dangerous left winger, bro, at this point. It's nasty, but he might be our most dangerous left winger. It's nasty work. But seriously though, Kieran Tierney had a really good cameo, about 70 minutes on the pitch. Was solid. Technically, again, he looked pretty solid, pretty much back to the levels that I remember him from, and just that extra option to give the defense of Crystal Palace extra questions. Okay, what if he's holding width? What if he's doing this? And him again choosing to bomb forward, choosing to stick high and combine so Trossard can go inside, giving people that right away. Marino doesn't have to come up as high, so there's not that much of a burden on Trossard to create wide, or Marino to try and come high and wide. They can focus on their interplay in the midsection, and him bombing forward and not giving a heck and just throwing it across. He can just go in and take shot, just does what Kieran Tierney does, and that gave us such a different look, which I think opened a lot of things up on that left and posed questions that made it a little bit easier for us to play across the pitch. That extra consideration helps, bro. It helps so much, and I love seeing Kieran Tierney back. The different option that it provides, it does a world of good for us, man. So I think I'm glad he's back. And again, he went down, but he said he was good, so I'm assuming just a cramp. Hopefully we can see him with more cameos, because his profile is going to be vital for us switching things up in this crucial part of the season where we need just a different attacking look, a different attacking mindset, or a mind state, or avenues to do so. All right, so Kieran Tierney, kudos to you. That was wonderful. Real quick, Mikel Merino, again, not too impactful in the final third. Just a bit off with some of his execution in terms of the headers, the final passes, but everything else in defensive third, the middle third, I thought he was okay. I thought he was actually decent, again, progressing the ball, breaking things up. He's doing what he's doing, but I feel like people are giving him too much slack because he's not as effective in the final third, and I can understand that. I know he's not going to be the most dynamic final third person, but when he's on, I think he can be on the latter end of some finishing moves. And again, like the crosses in the box and stuff, his size, being able to utilize that. I think he'll be effective. But for now, while he's still getting his legs, still getting in the flow of things, I'm not going to give him too much slack in the final third. But the other two, I think he's doing his job. I think he's doing the good stuff so far. I think he'll only get better on that front when it comes to being a bit more braver and progressing the ball, taking a bit more, leadership when it comes to carrying the ball forward, because he had opportunities to. So I think Marino was all right. Let me see. Saka subbed on as well, and as soon as Saka came on, it was just like, yeah, shit, we gotta. This crowd was like, damn, and immediately just bombing through, making runs. I believe he provided the second assist. No VAR, but still got a great pass in. It's just like every step that he carries into the box is danger. He can feed a man on the inside with a pass. He can keep driving forward to the box and take a shot himself. Again, asking those questions, the unpredictability on the drive. What is he gonna do, and how fast can we react to it? More than likely, you can't. If people are set up in the right positions to run onto the ball and meet him where Saka's mind is thinking, great things will happen, as you saw with that second goal. And it was dope. It was dope to see. Good cameo, got his minutes, got some rest as well. So you know what? We're good. We're gonna run it back in the weekend anyway. So it was nice to see that that at the latter end. Now at the start, I would love to see what happens when we go to Selhurst Park, or maybe they're coming back to the Emirates. I don't even remember what the away home mix is. But man of the match today, clear and plain, Gabriel Jesus, man. It was gonna be Sterling in that first half if things didn't get better. But listen, Gabriel Jesus, bro, where has that been all my life? Where's that been? I've not seen that man since pre-2020, 2023, bro. Since before World Cup. I've not seen that man in a long time. The ability to cause chaos and run onto the ball and make runs is crucial to us getting the attacking output that we want in this team. It is so crucial. It's been a long time since that spacing and that incisive passing has been met with the proper runs. Those two have met in the middle. Again, I've seen people trying to make runs here and there, but those little steps and just, I listen, of all people, it was Jesus, man. Jesus did it. But that running onto the ball, that opening up to receive it, and the attacking, just the hunger to turn, to try and find shots, to try and get in there. Second half, Jesus, that was immaculate. That was an immaculate performance, man. He was relentless. It was relentless around and inside the box, and that's what we want to see. And the finishing was clinical. As soon as he got into the box, like the first goal when he chipped him, I'd say maybe he took a look up and he second guessed it, but still chipped him very nicely though. Wow, wonderful goal. I think it's probably the best out of the lot. But the other two was just violent finishing. As soon as he got through that line, he's like, oh yeah, bet, corner, bow, corner, bow, I'm on the run. He said, he just slowed down, breathed, composed himself, bang, slotted it, man. That's what I want to see from Jesus. Again, it's if he's gonna do this, why not put him on a left winger shift, in my personal opinion? If he's gonna open things up like this so much and be back in that flow, why not let it fly? So that's just my 2 cents on it. But Gabriel Jesus has well earned that man of the match today, and honestly gave us a bit of reprieve. I know it's been a rough several weeks. We're unbeaten in 9, but it still feels like a crisis. I get it. I understand. We're in a tough mode. There's still defenders missing. There's still players that we want to get. There's still X, Y, Z, and everything under the sun, but we're in not the worst place in the world. Again, a cup semifinal. We're third in the league with still plenty of games to go. We're third in the Champions League table as well. 2 games to go that are winnable, so we could cement our place with 2 wins. Like, there is a lot that is up for us despite the really tough start. So I'm glad that we got through this today with flying colors. Also, side note, Eddie and Ketia, why didn't you head like that for us, gang? I miss you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, gang. But like, bro, nuts, crazy work, ridiculous header. But listen, that's a job well done. You know what I'm saying? Money well spent, wages well earned, and we move on, bro. We're gonna see who we get in the cup, bro. Anybody, I think, could be one of Manchester United, Tottenham, any of the bigs at this point. I forget who's still in the competition. I'm not sure if Newcastle beat Brentford or not, but we'll see. We'll see, man. A chance to, you know what I'm saying, again, win a cup, get a trophy under the belt, whether it's a minor one, but it's still something. So I don't want to take any of these lightly. I don't want to take any of these cup competitions lightly. If we can win it, if we're in earshot, we should go for it. The rotation was a risk today, but I think Mikel, he did well to, again, manage the expectations. The substitutions came in at the right time in retrospect, and yeah, just good stuff today. And we roll on, man. Roll on to the weekend where again we play Crystal Palace, but it's in the Premier League, and that's a big chance to start gaining ground when there's going to be some tough games for the teams in and around us in the upcoming weeks. We got to pick up form. We got to handle our business. Get healthier. And when we, at the January window, we go again. We see what happens. But in the meantime, that's all I got for this video, this recap and all that good stuff. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the game, your favorite goal, favorite performances, all that stuff, the return of Jesus. Let me know in the comment section below. And with that being said, a full-time trip. That's all the time we got. And we are out of here. COYJ. Peace.